I'm Dr. George Flynn, and I'd like to talk to you about business. Let's get down to business. I'm talking about your business. Would you like to develop a business? Years ago, we had a course about how you could develop your online business for zero cost. And now, today, in this day and age, it costs a little bit to get online, but not a lot. And I want you to know how you might develop an online business and what you would do with it. But it's so fast-paced now. Entrepreneurship, it's evolved. And all of these transitional and traditional boundaries that we had are no longer there. The boundaries actually help you with growth and opportunity. We have online businesses all over the place. And individuals have these online businesses. They conceive, they launch, they nurture these businesses and their dreams. And I just wanted to start out with an opening for you to think about how you might want to start your own online business. Now, there are courses. There are courses available for you for a nominal fee. And you might want to take one of these courses. You might want to enjoy this course. So let's just evaluate what you think about an online business for yourself. I want you to have some insights into the significance and the benefits to you and your family and the foundational steps that are required for beginners like you and like me to embark on this exciting journey. And we started years ago. I did one, I did two, I did three, and they all seemed to work. So we've got a digital landscape, and it's becoming more and more accepted. The internet has refined and redefined and made easier every step of human life, and business is no exception. We have a digital landscape. It's connected people across the globe, not just your neighborhood, but it's also made it so easy for you as an entrepreneur to be as big or as little as you want online. You know, there are constraints like brick and mortar, like you have to rent an office, you have to furnish it, you have to pay rent, you have to pay taxes, you have to do all of this stuff to have a physical brick and mortar, a store. Online businesses are not confined. That store primarily serves people in one geographic area. Whereas an online business, you're serving not just your local town, not just your state, not just the United States. Anybody in the world can get in touch with you. So you can have a global audience from the beginning of your business. Now, online business, it has a promise to you. You can be flexible. You can start small and get big. You can be accessible. And they're not these rigid structures of these traditional businesses. And you've got unparalleled flexibility in terms of working hours. Where you work, you can work from the beach, you can work from your home, you can work anywhere, from your car, from airports, and you've got this ability to have operational strategies that help you work anywhere and any hours. So it allows entrepreneurs to have a balance between their business and their personal commitments. Now, one other thing you can do, when you're starting a business, you can actually keep your job that you have presently as you begin your business. So you can work on your business at night, any other time, but you can keep your job if you like. And the scalability of this online business, it's a significant advantage. All these digital products and services can readily expand to cater to this customer base that's growing. And your customer base will grow, and it won't have constraints of physical inventory or space, because you can always have a company drop ship, it's called. We'll get into all of this, but you can sell digital products. So, the digital advantage, accessibility, affordability. One of our most attractive aspects of an online business is for beginners, and you're a beginner, we're going to say. It's accessible. The barriers to entry have been almost all collapsed, making you have a dream and take your dream no matter what background you come from. And you can develop your online business, and this brick and mortar business about having to have a store and all of the things that go into it, and you know what they are, has probably stopped you from having a business. This is a game changer. This initial investment that's required is very much lower. And if you'll stay with this course, you'll find out how to keep it as low as possible. Plenty of people are out there selling courses, selling services that cost much more than you need to spend. So you don't have the cost of renting a physical space, buying inventory, maintaining a large workforce, maintaining telephone service, maintaining insurance, maintaining all kind of things on your physical property. This makes this online business very attractive for those of us with limited resources. Now, those with lots of resources can build an offline business, we'll say. And the offline business can cost them a lot of money and not make much money, and therefore they go out of business. But there's a real benefit of global reach here. And one of the most compelling aspects of this online business that you're going to develop is the potential to reach everyone within the internet world. And it's practically the entire earth. It breaks down geographical barriers and allows businesses to target consumers not only locally, but across the continent. And it's a global reach, and it opens up a world of possibilities for niche markets. What we're talking about is a market that may only have a few, maybe even 0.5% of people would be interested. Maybe all the people in your town, 0.5% wouldn't be enough to make it economically feasible. But all the people in the world, a percentage of those people in the world, make your business a wild success. So that's what I want you to consider this as we think about your online business. Now, for beginners, I want you to find a well-defined niche and that will have an audience, even if the audience is scattered throughout the world. And a niche means a business that focuses narrowly on a very narrow topic that you love or know something about. It may be fishing lures. It may be, you pick the most minute topic that you might even want to know or think about, and you can develop a business on that. So online business opportunities, how are we going to explore them? How are we going to find out about them? Well, across all of these industries, you can have e-commerce, digital services, content creation, online education or consulting. And the digital realm has this vast array of business models. Now, for beginners, the challenge is in identifying the right opportunity. It's got to align with your passion, your skills, and your market demand. So if you're interested in something, make sure you think about it for at least a week, because a good idea may come to you. And you may say, oh, this is a great idea. But after a day or two, your enthusiasm may fade but you got to be able to stay with it in online business. So make sure that the topic or whatever business you pick out is something you can stay with for years and years, because it's going to make money for you years and years, because you're going to be supplying a good service. And this entrepreneurial spirit, it gives you advantages to recognize an online business, and you've got to have the spirit, the dedication, and the perseverance, like any traditional business. Now, if you don't do well, you can fold it up, take it offline, you're done. And there's no inventory left over. All you've got to do is stop. We don't want to think about that anymore. I just want you to know there's a safety net. And this journey into the digital and the principles of value creation, customer engagement, and adaptability remain just constant. You've got to adapt. You got to take care of your customers. You can't just sit back and not communicate with your customers. That's one of the most important things that people wanting to get into the online space, they say, well, I'll only have to look at a computer screen. I won't have to look at customers. I won't have to open up at a certain time. You have to communicate with your customers so that they know you're a real person and you get to know their wants, needs, and likes. That's going to make your business very successful. So you've got to adapt. And I want you to think about this quite a bit. This is your introduction. This is a course. It's like a textbook. Remember in school you'd have textbooks? This is like a course that's going to be your guide to navigating all of these things in business. And I'm talking about from development. The first thing to do is pick a niche. It's the first thing to do. And if you'll just do that, then we can get started. But if you don't pick one, then we might as well not go forward, because you got to pick one. So each of these lessons is going to go deeper and deeper into the components that you've got to have for your business. I want you to remember, what's the first thing? Pick a niche or pick a segment. Pick a small segment. You can't say, I'm going to sell boats, though you could sell boats later. But what about selling, I'm going to sell boat horns, or I'm going to sell boat steering wheels, or boating accessories? You've got to get down. Carve your niche down so that you have a compelling proposition. You want to have a unique selling proposition, USP. We'll talk about that. But I want you to have a user-friendly website. We got to develop a website. And you're going to find out there's nothing to it. You're going to find out it's so easy. You're going to say, oh, I wish I'd known this. I'd have done it years ago. And we're going to learn how to harness the power of social media. Yes, all of those things. You know, the Instagrams, the TikToks, the Facebooks, the YouTubes, the whatever you want to call it. Social media. And we're going to go on this journey that's going to equip you with the knowledge and skills to make your business thrive online. So, to summarize, the landscape of this business development has shifted so much, and it's all for your benefit. It all works for you. And technology, accessibility, and the global reach has made it possible for you to take your innovative idea, present it to the world in a very economical fashion so that you can be a real internet success. And people are going to be looking at you saying, how did they do it? And you're going to know how. I'm Dr. George Flynn. Thank you for being here, and get ready for an exciting ride into online business.